and welcome to India Today. This is Anita in conversation with the terrific team of Thar. Hello, guys. Welcome.
Hi, hi.
Hi.
I would like to begin by asking about the trailer. It's an amazing trailer, very captivating. I would like to know who's the mastermind behind this trailer. Anyone, whoever is.
I think it was cut by Harsh in a way, but like cut by a professional team. But Harsh was on the helm of it. Yeah.
Wow. Harsh?
Yeah, no, so we have a great company called Trigger Happy. So there's a girl called Dipeksha who was handling the trailer. And so I basically worked with Dipeksha. So Dipeksha was the one that actually sat on the machine. And then I kind of just tried to communicate to her what I wanted to, what I would like to see.
Right.
But it's one thing to kind of communicate something, but then sometimes the person might not be able to kind of deliver what you have in your mind, and then it's pointless. But she was so good that I really have to give all the credit to Trigger Happy and the team to be able to kind of get what I was thinking out there, and I worked on it for a couple of weeks, and I'm really actually pleasantly surprised by how many people have. And like the kind of reactions that it's generated, because it's quite a you don't traditionally see trailers like that, in that are kind of a little mysterious and where. So the idea behind the trailer was to to communicate the mood, the atmosphere, and the ambience of the film while painting a clear picture of who the characters are, what their motivations are, and that's kind of what we did, and I think yeah, we
done it very beautifully.
Yeah, really,
Is
really.
what attracts you towards the entire thing. But you have always been inclined towards such a production, or in behind the scenes kind of thing. Do you have any plans of writing, or any other aspects of filmmaking, direction?
Yeah, I studied writing for 4 years, so it's a very daunting prospect, because we actors, when things go wrong, we can blame everybody else. But when it's really a director's medium. So if you were to direct a film and there's always a fear, right? Like, I don't know how directors do it when they have a certain vision, but they have to complete the day. They have to finish the day because they're on location. They only have that location for some time. They're losing light. They have a certain kind of idea of what they want the scene to be like, but it's not working out. That's very scary to me. But the dream is one day to direct something, whether that's going to be for public consumption or just something that I do for myself. I don't know yet, but I definitely want to have that experience, because that's the ultimate dream, right? That's what filmmaking is about, kind of, being at the helm of it, and we're just tools in the director's vision. We're pawns. So if I end up ever doing something, it'll definitely be something very personal for sure. So yeah.
Coming to Anil sir, you must have got couple of other chances also when you got a chance to work with Harsh. What was about Thar that you said yes, and you are part of this film?
See, obviously, I worked with him in AK versus AK, where he just had a small cameo, and basically a day and a half of shoot. So the ice was broken over there, and I was pleasantly, surprised with the way Anurag and Vikram were happy with his work. You see, because I might be little, in a way, I'm not that. I'm very. I'm a very, because I'm from a family which is who have made films the last 60 years. So I am not. For me, the film is the most paramount thing. But sometimes you feel, shayad I'm a father, so I might be little, I might have little soft corner or some agenda, or so I said, let me be quiet and just observe him and see what everybody reacts to. So the reaction for both of them was very, very, and the entire team and the cameraman, everybody was very, very positive. So there the ice was broken. So when Thar happened, so we both were doing the characters, and why I did the film, because I liked my character, and I felt that it's a great world to be in, and it's been, there are so many youngsters in it, like Raj it's his, he's been in films and been an assistant, been an actor, but it was almost his first film. Then the entire team, there was Fatima, there was the music, the director of photography, the costume. So there a lot of young talent involved in this film. So I said it's always better and always great for someone who's worked for such a long time to be surrounded by a young team. I'm sure when I was at their age, there's a lot of senior directors and senior actors must be feeling the same when I was on the set. So I could get that kind of freshness and energy on the set. So that's the way I look at it, and that's the reason I did the film.
But sir, is it difficult to keep that father figure, is it difficult to keep the father figure, take a back seat and, work with?
I feel people are made differently, and I am slightly a kind of, in a way, I love cinema, I love making films, and I want to be as true as possible to the film. So when I am very true to the film, then it doesn't matter who is there in front of the film. And when I see the dailies and when I see the first cut, so I see it as a film, not so I want everything to work. I want everybody should be, very, very good, because I strongly believe, and it's with my past experience and what films I've seen from my childhood, ultimately it's the whole film which works. And even if you have not the best role, you gain a lot. Gain a lot, and everybody gains. And sometimes you have the best role in the film and the film doesn't work, your entire hard work goes for a waste. So that is very ingrained in me, and it's very difficult for me to take that out. So I'm never a father when professionally, so that's the way it is. Even in the marketing, even in the promotion, if you see all the films which we have, I've never casted myself. Like I made Gandhi my father. There was, I was not there in the film as an actor at all. Matter of fact, the director was very keen that I should be in the film, but I felt I'm too young for one role and too old for the other role, and I don't suit it, so I was not part of it. And there's so many films, and then in terms of the films which we have produced, like Aisha or Khoobsurat or Veere Di Wedding, to a certain extent in Veere Di Wedding, it was Kareena's wedding. And it took us time to convince Sonam to do it, and I give her full marks, for her to do the film, because I feel she's also from film family, so she also understood that it's Ria's vision, and according to Ria's vision, she feels that Kareena should do this role and you should do this role, and ultimately everybody was, all four of them were fantastic in the film, and so was when we made Khoobsurat. And the entire marketing, and because it was an adaptation of a film made by Rishikesh Mukherjee, so a lot of leading men refused to do the film, and I had to go to every leading man, and everybody refused to do the film. And I waited for quite a few of them. Some of the actors didn't even read the script because they felt I'm making the film for my daughter. But then ultimately we had to take Fawad, who was a complete newcomer. Nobody knew him, and Ria showed me his audition, and I said he's terrific. Let's go for him, because none of the actors are trusting us. And we did Khoobsurat, and the way she marketed and groomed him, what he was when he came and what he was, the way she presented him, it was Fawad fever and all those kind of things. They're all been coined by Ria. And in spite of, if you see the banners of Aisha, and there was, it was, we were true to the film.
Even Lisa Hayden and
Lisa Hayden. So what I'm saying is, so we are from the family who believe in making films, and for us that's the most paramount thing. So even for when you see Thar, every role is very well etched out, and the way the story is, we've been very true to the material. The director the entire team is very true to what was on the page. So that's what we've tried to do it in this film, and I hope after this film, everybody gains as much as from all our films which have come out from our company.
Wow. That's something that I didn't know. A lot of people said no for Khoobsurat.
Yeah. A lot of people know. Everybody said no.
And how did you take it? Because you've been in the industry for
No,
so long. And
you see, because
people
being
saying
in these
no.
films, मेरा attitude है किया तो अच्छा, नहीं किया तो और भी अच्छा.
Good.
So when I pitch our scripts, or my children sometimes get disappointed कि इतनी अच्छी script है and इतना अच्छा role है, and why are they saying no? I said I think it's a blessing in disguise, that he or she is saying no to the film. Someone better is going to come.
True. Very true. सबके नसीब में जो है वो मिलता है. Correct. Satish ji, you and Mr. Anil Kapoor have been legendary pair. आप दोनों ने last 2002 में की थी साथ में film, and after that now you all are doing it. What was the reason for you joining this cast, and was it also because of Mr. Anil Kapoor and that you all are coming back together, and here also we see that Jodi, that Kamal Jodi that we've been missing this for so long?
Of course, it means I'm an actor, so I was getting something to play a part in a film that was important, and then it was a special film because I knew the script even when I was not cast in the film. Anil has given me the script to read, that he's trying to make a film, and I was shown a little making of the film, little trailer kind of a test shoot they had done with Harsh. So I had liked the whole ambience, atmosphere, and the attitude was being taken to make the film, the Western kind of film, and with a very gritty, very nice story, very engaging story. I was not part that time, but slowly I was offered that. Anil said that there is a role for you, and nowadays it is not necessary that you want that you take the actor immediately, but there's a lot of team involved with that, who like to cast you, whether it is Netflix team or the casting directors, and this thing, it's a very professional thing nowadays,
Right.
So I kind of fell into the groove, and they knew that it is a duo role, it is the role of Anilji playing a cop, and his AD, his junior cop to him, who has been working for so many years with him. So it was a compliment to the script, and it was a compliment to for us also to come back together. So that was very exciting. And then one always wants to be part of something which is little path breaking,
Correct.
especially in today's times when we are at this age, we are trying to get to the tune of all this younger crowd, younger minds who are brilliant, who was trying to do something different. And it fell into that space immediately, when I read the script, when I saw the test shoot, when I read the role, we had some reading. It's, of course, like Anil said, that it is all young unit was there. It was a very professional. Netflix was producing it, with the AKFC, and one was very captivated by, though his मतलब आप उसको पर्सनल रिलेशनशिप को निकाल दीजिए, but one has been watching Harsh right from his first film Mirzya to Vikramaditya's picture Bhavesh Joshi, then AK versus AK, and then Ray, means we started making Thar much before Ray, before that, so it was exciting to be part of some vision, that was necessary. Raj, very nice guy, very down to earth guy, who knew cinema, who also loves cinema as all of us, So it was a great opportunity, never to be missed.
Correct.
And I'm very proud, I'm very happy because I've seen the film now and we have been promoting it. So it is a great, exciting moment for that we have a relationship as friends, you know, as a family, but yet it was a professional unit, and we did our job well, you know.
The audience is also very happy to see you and him back together because नहीं देखा इतने time से, but in a different role altogether because always comic में आप लोग थे most of the time, so this is something different that we are going to see for
Yes,
both of you.
people sometimes, you know, on screen, जिसे हम screen persona बोलते हैं,
हाँ.
screen जोड़ीज बोलते हैं, you know, बहुत they love to see some people together. मतलब social media पे कई बार आते हैं ना, they are very excited that Anil sir and Satish sir are
Yeah.
coming together, you know. So it says a lot about our personal relationship and our acting abilities also. You know, that we have always tried to please the audiences, you know.
True.
So, or try to make an impact as actors, you know. So is very happy to know that the people are excited to see that, and that was the motive also, that to okay Anil ji ke साथ अगर सतीश जी को cast करेंगे तो those scenes will stand out.
Correct.
And we really worked hard on, you know, rehearsals, taking those finer moments in the scene, some nuances which we caught, because we are also growing and we are also trying to find what is behind the scenes as professional actors and great lover of cinema.
Great. Fatima, coming to you, I have seen your work and we have been speaking a lot
Yes.
over this entire lockdown period. You have always taken roles that challenge you as an actor, as an artist, as a person. What challenge did you find in this character when you took up Thar?
You know, more than anything else, when I first heard the script, it is a very different script. मतलब ये दुनिया मैंने पहले कभी देखी नहीं है ना सुनी है, and it takes a slight bit of convincing because if you're not aware of this genre, क्योंकि वो एक इंसान की विजन होती है जो राज को पता है, बट मैं जब तक मैं कुछ देखूंगी नहीं मुझे पता नहीं चलेगा, बट उसका जो कोर इमोशन था वो बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग था. सो आई हैव ऑलवेज लाइक द स्क्रिप्ट. इट टुक मी अ लिटिल वाइल टू गेट इनटू द फिल्म, एज इन टू गेट ऑन बोर्ड, ओनली because I was like कि मतलब ज़्यादा मैं बोल नहीं रही हूँ. You know sometimes as an actor you want to do more, or you want to be the lead. होता है यार कभी कभी you want that, but actually this had more than I thought it would have. Like जो लिखा हुआ था स्क्रिप्ट से उससे कहीं ज़्यादा था. जो silent moments थे, because it's not a very verbose film. And the beautiful part is, and the most difficult part for an actor is to hold a shot without saying a word. So you just have to be in the moment, and that comes eventually, and it's a very instinctive thing. But that's the beauty and that's the challenge, and that's what I really enjoyed. दूसरी बात है कि राजस्थान है, एक छोटे से गांव की दुनिया है. ना मैंने ऐसे लोग देखे अपने पास आसपास, ना मैंने ऐसे ये डायलेक्ट सुना है कभी.
You have caught on the dialect very well. I was just going to come to that.
हाँ, our dialect coach was very sweet. तो वो मेरे साथ रोज बैठते थे. He would work on the dialect with me. I think it's only practice that the more you read and the more you do. That's what even he did. Like by the end of it, the dialect coach was like, आप लोगों का तो हो गया, मैं ज़्यादा ये राजस्थान में बात करने लगा हूँ. So it's a process that you do, and that's the most fun part, because urban character करो तो वो तो हम कर लेते हैं. It's
easy, हाँ.
It's something that you've seen around. हाँ, आसपास है बच्चे वैसे, बट ये नहीं है. तो आई गॉट टू गो टू द विलेज जहाँ पे हम लोग शूट करे थे. पुष्कर था ना अपना छोटा सा जगह, घाने राव. तो वो हमारे होटल से कम 3 घंटे दूर था. तो हम लोग उससे पहले होटल में रेडी होते थे, फिर वहाँ पे जाते थे गाड़ी से, और बहुत बम्पी राइड था, फिर कुछ थोड़ा वॉक करना पड़ता था. वहाँ तक पहुँचते पहुँचते हालत ख़राब हो जाती थी. एंड वहाँ पे आई गॉट टू स्पेंड 3 to 4, नहीं आई थिंक 5 days with the local women there.
Nice.
And to see, just to observe them. I wanted to see how they are, how do they live their life, how simple their life is, but yet they do so much. उनका पूरा दिन ना घर से बाहर निकलते पानी लाने में जाता है, फिर पानी लेके ये करते हैं, फिर घर की सफाई करते हैं, और बड़े घर होते हैं, छोटे घर नहीं होते, फिर खाना बनाते हैं. बट इट्स ऑल्सो इमर्सिव. हमारे जैसा नहीं, हम लोग टीवी देखते देखते खा रहे हैं, वैसा नहीं है. वो हर चीज को एंजॉय करते हैं. देयर इज इट टेक दैट you'll see in the film also, that everything is a moment. It's not कि हाँ फटाफट ये रख के कर दिया, सब कर लिया, भाग रहे, वो नहीं है, हरी नहीं है, हर चीज आराम से हो रही है. सो ठहराव मैंने वहाँ पे देखा, and I tried to take that in. So I think you learn a lot when you do a film, and the process and everything you learn when you do a film.
True. Very true. Anil sir, how do you see this OTT space now? You have done AK versus AK, but will you like to explore more the aspect of OTT?
See, I feel it's great time for all of us actors. हमारे लिए ये बहुत ही अच्छा वक्त है एक्टर्स के लिए कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स के लिए इट्स ग्रेट टाइम्स so our job is to go and perform. It might be any platform, it might be OTT, it might be television, it might be theatrical. I am open to everything, and I don't want to analyze कि क्या है क्या नहीं है, but it's the it's the future, I feel.
Yeah.
And all of the mediums are going to survive. It's not that, and there'll be films which will do phenomenal business in theaters. There'll be films which will OTT का ये advantage है in one click. 200 countries, like for example, Thar will be releasing on 6th May, and on 6th May, it's available to 200 countries, which is unheard of for us 10 years back. हमारा तो ये होता था कि यार ये फिल्म पहले तो ऐसा होता था कि before people could realize पीछे उतर जाती थी. यार वो हाँ sorry हाँ.
Is it roaming around with the print?
Print, yeah. Yeah. So I remember, or we have to go to Pune Institute to watch those old films and the archives. And so I've watched so many classics at the Pune Institute because they were not available. There was no YouTube, there was no internet. So I think it's great times for us, all of us. It's the future. Yeah.
This will be my final question. If this entire cast had to be recast, what genre of film would you like to be part of? All of y'all in one genre of film that you would like to be part of?
I think I would love to do a comedy with all of them.
I was thinking the same thing. Comedy. A light one. It'll be fun.
Fatima did Ludo recently.
Yeah.
I did AK versus AK and Ray.
Yeah.
So we've both done comedy recently.
And they too are.
And all those films were received well. So
Good choice, actually.
so we should get that Ludo and that Ray and AK versus AK and combine it.
Yeah, that'll be great, yeah.
And yeah.
Superb. Well, on that note, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was lovely talking to you all, and all the very best for Thar. Looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Thank you.